Hi guys, AngryMonkey here, playing some more Doki Doki Literature Club, and we've had some nice conversations with Natsuki. She really likes our poem. She really wanted me to have her poem, which was definitely about me. I can just tell. I mean, I guess I can't say that for sure, but I mean, it's because guys read into things and therefore they're not sure if that's actually what they're talking about. So when girls are always saying like on how guys are clueless on that, we're actually not. We just don't know if you mean that as a friend or if you're trying to drop subtle hints or if you're talking about somebody else. That's where things kind of get a little confusing. That's why it's like, okay, are you actually talking about us? Are you talking about your somebody else? Are you talking about your brother? Are you talking about somebody? I don't know. Or are you just trying to be a quote-unquote good friend and just trying to be nice? That's why we need to have the actual confirmed signals, like as if we're as dumb as a sack of rocks. I mean, it's just the way we're wired. Okay, so Sayori.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki.
Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? And this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ichitoku.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hehehe.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. So, Sayori's gone. Let's go to Yuri. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come back to me, but I should leave for B for now. Okay. Oh, she still thinks I'm mad at her from the Natsuki poem thing. Okay. Cool. You're like sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. Like, you really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Ichitoku. Like, it's awfully suspicious, you know? Like, spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like manga that she's into. Like, you know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Okay? Like, no, I think you're misunderstanding Ichitoku. Like, it's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't want to give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? Kind of knew that, but I didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times, like, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, like, if something bad happens, that could end up damaging the club too. And, like, you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? That's... I'm gonna try to respond to that. While I care about her and the club, it's kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, like, you're smart. Like, I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Anyway... Cool, let's get through the rest of that. Well, since this is the Natsuki playthrough, And we can't do Monica or Sayori because they won't let me. We did Yuri in the last one, so it is Natsuki's turn. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like it's a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry! Baking is a ton of fun! You'll definitely agree!
Like, just a minute ago, you were saying that...
That's because... never mind, okay?
Well, like, anyway, like, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Poor Yuri. Like, that's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
Like, no, like, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts. Like, what about yo, Ichitoko? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about yo, Yare? Yare?
She's still sulking. It's not... it's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri just might have feelings of being a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering the help.
That doesn't mean... Look. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here. And you're gonna help make this event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Voice crack there. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Okay, Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri would always would help everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah!
Yeah. Like, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, I'm going to stay here a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. Like, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, pack up our things. Start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door.
Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind, because I am an idiot.
Jesus, a good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping you, I'd be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have some guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Probably literally. Who knows? Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like... It's not like I could, like... It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kinda. Just because I never get to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
Alright, cool. It is Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We've sent each other one after exchanging... We've sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since I left the club the other day. And I can skip over all of that. Somber, depressing Sayuri talk. Spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door to let her in.
Sup?
Hey. Don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
That's what my kitchen looks like. This is the first time I've seen my own kitchen. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. Surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
Wait, you're not even gonna take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy.
Hey, I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Wait, you hit me in the chest? Is that what... Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm worth my size, when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also be better than ever. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things that just because we're not at school. Are we gonna get started? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you should treat me like...
Natsuki?
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize.
Huh?
I appreciate that you're... I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more... Can't talk. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should just know that there are... If that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Don't make it weird, you idiot!
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one. I'm a guy. I think I know what guys think.
Gross!
Hey, is that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
Haha! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness.
Please spare me. Decides to dish out more insults like that. There's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn all over about every countertop. This is actually a really nice kitchen. This is like a... This is a very fancy kitchen. I just gotta admire... I mean, my room upstairs was kind of boring, kind of bland, but the kitchen's really nice. Mixture isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Each tuck order with the food coloring. The batter's gonna be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even the flavors are different. Everyone can still pick their favorite.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I can see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you gotta be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more fun in the end if you're just looking... It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at it...
Some of the wording here is weird, although I think it's just me. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Okay. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recalled Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring too. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. Using the electric mixer for the batter, so I get stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. Just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Grabs the whisk.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. Reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? Start to fight back, trying to itch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next!
I'd like to see you try. Push hard, just trying to get my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! Force of Natsuki makes her stumble and turn.
Gross! You get it on my face!
Whose fault was that? Big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez! You know what? Take this!
Instead, wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster, and I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. This is so adorable. If only this was, like, not in Doki Doki Literature Club where Sayori's gonna die the next day.
Ah, stop!
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things to just get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
That's so. In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth. Why? Yes, that is the reaction that I would be... Why did you... Oh, this dude's so weird.
Did you seriously...
Looks so surprised. I can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Ichitaka, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of questions are you asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? I gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Rushes over to the kitchen. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder you left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. Okay, tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. Watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake tray into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
Oh, that smells so good!
Cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look how cute they all look!
Proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. I'd love to see them. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that! I brought decorating stuff so I can help get creative. Here, scoop the icing into the bags.
Hands me some plastic bags.
Have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. My voice is starting to cut out. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? Much thinner tip than the rest of the others.
That one's really thin, so you can make stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake.
Like happy birthday or whatever? Huh, I see. Gives me an idea, actually.
Huh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it even more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting into you. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Oh, Ichitoku, you had a little Freudian slip there. Like, maybe I'm starting to like you. I mean, that's not what I meant.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress up and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Voice trails off.
The same with you.
Huh? Did you just say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
That'll give me a chance to think before. Natsuki quickly moves on. Shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Wait, was it one of those a Natsuki line? Oh, yeah.
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason he can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance.
Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. Felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk out. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Yeah?
What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how much fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think if it's possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere or...
Do you really mean that?
Looked at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Ichitaki, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Gets close to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches away from me, Natsuki looks up at me. Feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with slightly parted lips. What is happening? Head starts to go dizzy. I could feel her soft breaths against me.
I've felt it for a while now.
Jumps back.
Sayori!
Huh? Hi,
Ichitoku.
Sayori! Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Ichitoku. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Okay. I would say Sayori ruined it, but... Since I kind of know what's going to happen tomorrow morning... Yeah. Do I friend zone her, or I don't think it matters. And this is going to be so weird to say I love you to Sayori after all that time I spent with Natsuki, but again, it doesn't really matter. She's going to die tomorrow anyway. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Ichitoku, is this really okay?
Yeah. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Ichitoku. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. Feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Ichitoku.
This is so depressing, and we've already seen this, so I guess I'll just skip through it. I would say I wonder what Natsuki's going to think if I just confess my love to Sayori, but this game is basically over. Alright. Managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carrying... Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm even more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great. To skip through all this. That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing that up with anyone yet. Ah, jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so, like, don't worry. Okay, cool. We can skip this. Okay, Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. Swallow? Can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. No response. Oh, I really don't want to have to enter her room like this. It's kind of breach of privacy, but she really leaves me no choice. Gently open the door. You know, this never gets any easier to look at. Yeah. Well, I think we finished everything we can in this game. So yeah. Even though we got close to Natsuki and everything, and Sayori still dies. And that's that. That is the end. So I guess this is kind of that. I guess that was the finale. Because this, of course, will lead into the glitchy one that leads to the Just Monika ending. Unless there's something I'm missing, I might revisit this, but I'd say this is the finale. So what you guys think of Doki Doki Literature Club? Isn't this one of the most depressing things that you've ever played? Assuming that you're playing along with me or whatever. This is, I mean, 999 had its depressing moments, but, like, at least at the end of the game, it leaves happy on a, like, oh, it turns out we weren't in any danger after all. Outside of 90, nobody died in that one. We caught the bad guy. Oh. This is assuming that you guys have watched my 999, which future me would put a spoiler alert for 999, I guess. Spoiler over. Yeah, let's just go back to talking about Literature Club here. I would have liked to have seen the festival. I would have liked to have seen where the characters could have gone if there was a way to save Sayori. I think that would have been an interesting take if there was actually, like, some ending that Sayori doesn't die. But, I mean, it's not my game. I didn't make this. And that was the narrative that he wanted to make, was this. Which, I mean, you gotta give him props. He definitely made something unique to the genre. I would not have played this game if it was just a regular dating sim game. But the fact that it just went in weird directions, I thought, okay, I gotta check this game out. Let's just see on how... Okay, I got some slight spoilers. I saw Game Grumps animated from Doki Doki Literature Club where they were reacting to Yuri's death. And I thought, what game is this? And... I mean, I like I said, since I'm kind of familiar with how 999 was set up, I thought, okay, that's just one of the endings. No, that's just what happens. That is the only ending, really. So, yeah, it was just a crazy ride, and I'm kind of sad that it's over because I got really attached to all these characters. But. That's that, and I guess I'll move on to a different game, and the next episode you click on will be something different. I don't know what that would be. So I'll catch you guys in a new episode of something different. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and everything, and I hope to see you guys in another episode. Farewell.